Good morning. I feel like every day's a bun day. Put that down. That's not yours. Every day's a bun day. Pardon the washing machine. It's so loud. But I wanted to show these before we left for the day. Isn't that cute? May your summer bubble over with fun. So those are for all the kids in her class. She had to make them last night because I took Grayson to swimming. And then I've got, this is so inappropriate. And I hope I don't get in trouble. This is why I'm going to the school to drop them off and not letting Zoe. Come out, come out. Hold on. It's stuck in the bag. Okay. They're bottles of wine. And they say, apples for the teacher used to be just fine, but by June, you all deserve some wine. Have a refreshing summer, Zoe's parents. I saw it on Facebook, thought it was cute. Thought her teachers would really appreciate it, even if it's totally inappropriate. So, I'm gonna pack them up and take them to the school. We're not going to the gym today because my mom is coming and I've got to get this wine to the school. And if I with taking the wine to school, I wouldn't make it to my class because that's the class I have to set up like my bench and stuff for. So they're playing with little rubber bands. I'm just putting laundry away. That's not daddy finger. Oh, I gotta flip more laundry. This is my second load today, and it is 8:03. Been up for a while, since like 4. It's just a week. It's such a week. I've got so many thoughts. So much is happening. I don't want these shorts to shrink, so they're gonna just dry outside of the dryer. Anyone else ever get that way? Like, there's like so many decisions to make. And you're like alone making them. It's like overwhelming. Just trying to do the best thing for my kid. Whee. All right. So yeah, I'm just my morning hustle. I look a wreck, but that's per usual. I don't know. I feel like I don't need to get makeup and stuff on to go to Zoe's school and like hang out with my mom. I just don't think that's necessary. So, but that's what we're doing today. All right, we are leaving Zoe's school. Grayson is reading a book, animal book. They were so cute. So I gave them the wine. And they were like, yeah, we're going to take it out to the car right now. They were really, really sweet. But they loved having Zoe. Zoe is such a good student. Zoe got moved to the Gifted and Talented program. She is an absolute rock star. So they're very sad to see her go. She's very sad to be leaving for the year. So it's so nice to have a kid that just like absolutely enjoys school. And they said that her behavior this like last quarter has been pretty amazing, that she's calmed down a lot, matured a lot. So I love hearing stuff like that. I think you can be really smart, but if you can't kind of like mesh in society, you might have a problem. So I'm really happy that she's like gelled better with her class and listening to authority now. It's just so nice to hear. That means we might have a good summer. We might go into summer with like really good attitudes. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Summer's just about here. Starts tomorrow afternoon. We're running to the store right now because we're out of precious bread for our sandwiches. So that's where we're going. And we're going to Piggly Wiggly. Normally I would go to Walmart for groceries, but he loves the cart with the car. And since I've got like 30 minutes to kill and I only need one thing, I figured I'll just push him around the store for a while. So that's what we're gonna go do. Okay, I feel like I have filmed absolutely nothing today because I have had a very busy day. We went to Zoe's school and did all that, and then we ran to the store. And I think that's the last thing I filmed was a clip at the store, literally. My mom came over, and we went for a long walk, and we went to lunch. And when she comes, she stays for hours. And then I put him down for a nap, and I was working on, sorry, it's 8 o'clock and I haven't had dinner. It's 8:15 and I haven't had dinner. I was working on the little notebook I got in my Erin Condren box. I'm turning into like a weight loss tracker to track what I eat and my water and my weight, my workouts, and then I'm gonna do like some little motivational quotes and stuff in there. So I worked on that during nap time, and I didn't even honestly think to pick up the camera. And then I had to make dinner and get everybody going, because then I met a friend of mine, like an old friend. You guys, it's so nice to have her back in my life. Like I'll be 35 this year, and I knew her when I was like 16 and 17 years old. Like so long ago. And we ran into each other this many years later in this tiny little town at the gym. Well, she got Zumba certified and I'm getting Zumba certified, but our instructor is having a baby, so they're looking for a sub, and I'm not getting Zumba certified until after the summer semester of school. So she needs to step up her game. So I met her after all the classes. You guys see what the seatbelt does to me? Like, and I cannot lower it anymore. I am so short that it's like, if I get in an accident, this is gonna chop my head off. But I met her because I'm not teaching, but I know all the steps to the songs, so I wanted to help her learn. And now I'm like racing home because it's bedtime. And Philip's put Grayson to bed twice in the last year and a half, maybe even longer, almost 2 years. So I just don't know how that's gonna go. Like trying to eat and race home at the same time. But I've had a good day. Fairly drama free. Tomorrow is the last day of school. Today was the last day of school for Trista because they're going on a field trip tomorrow that I'm not paying for her to go on. Mainly because she's been failing school all year long. And that's just, if you haven't watched all the videos, you don't know. Too disrespectful. Hasn't done what she needed to do. And this was going to be like a pricey field trip. We had to pay for her to go, and we had to pay for all the rides. So it would have cost like $40 to $50 for her to go. And number one, I don't really have $40 to $50 sitting around for one child to go on a field trip. If we're going to do that, we're all going to go together, and it's going to be like a family thing. Sorry, I don't see how they can require you to pay that much money for a child to go. I'm a little irritated by it, but also
she doesn't deserve it. So her last day of school was today. She'll be home tomorrow. She's pissed off at me, and I don't care. There are probably people out there that think I am like the biggest wench in the world. Truthfully. And I just don't care. Because unless you walk in someone else's shoes, unless you pay their bills, clean their house, take care of their kids, deal with their marriage issues, unless you're the one doing all that stuff, you just don't get to judge. Do I have my opinions on people? Absolutely. I have an opinion. I have an opinion on a lot of things. I just don't state it because it's none of my business, and my opinion isn't necessarily right. Like, would I do things differently in a lot of people's situations? Yeah. But I also don't know every detail. I don't know what that person has tried. I don't know how much failure that person has had. I don't know how much the issue that's going on in their life affects their life, their entire family's life. I don't know all that stuff. So it's fine to have an opinion. Have an opinion. It's just like the A word, the a-hole word. Everyone's got one. But I don't care what people's opinions are. I don't care what people think anymore. I've spent 6 years caring what other people think about me and my parenting. And I know 100% that I have given all 3 of these children everything I've got every day for the last 6 years without any help. And I say any help, and I mean any help. It has taken an emotional toll on me. I am not the person I was 6 years ago. I don't like the person I am now. I'm trying to get my mojo back, guys. But, so when I say I don't care, yes, I sound horrible. I know I sound horrible. I don't care that I sound horrible. I'm finally getting help. My mother-in-law is helping me. That's pretty much it. But she is, you guys, I don't even know if she watches these videos anymore. I know she used to. She's saving my life. I don't think she realizes that, and I'm not gonna cry. So weird. This is not, I did not mean to unload or unleash, but I was just talking about all this with a friend of mine. She had no idea all this stuff was going on. But it's gotten to a point, like, this is the last shot for my marriage. 100% last shot for my marriage. And I truly believe she's like saving my life, my sanity. I am, so, you know when you get in your head, you just get in your head and your thoughts just take over. And you can't, it's like this sinking feeling. I have this like sinking feeling every day. I feel like an absolute failure at everything. Like I can't do anything right. I look like a total, I just did Zumba. Like literally just did Zumba. But she's like, I can finally feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and that there's a possibility for some like peace in my household. And you don't even know, like, unless you have turmoil in your household, like, and I'm not talking like a rough day or a marital spat. I'm talking like major turmoil. Unless you have that in your life, you just don't know. You don't know. Because I would say before we went through what we're going through, I was so judgmental. I mean, I wasn't a parent, but I would look and say, ooh, when I have kids, they won't behave this way, and I would never do this, and I would never say that. And I never in a million years thought like I could send a child away. You just don't know. You don't know how you'll react in a situation until you're put in it. So if she is watching this, thank you. I will never be able to put into words what this is doing for my mental health. And hopefully my kids. Like, I literally think every single day, is today the day my son is going to get taken? How do you live your life like that? Is today the day? Do I need to run? Do I need to run? Has she said some lie? Has she exaggerated some story? Has she told the right person something that isn't even close to the truth? Do I need to run? It like plagues my thoughts. That's the best way to put it. It just literally never leaves my brain. And my husband is the kind of person that unless it's like happening right then, and I would say most of our family is like that. Unless it's happening right then, they don't think about it. It doesn't bother them. What are you doing, dude? But I'm not like that. There's something with me that unless a problem is like solved, it just sits and eats away at me. So this fear has taken over my life. And I think it is the catalyst to a lot of the fighting my husband and I have been doing. So I keep saying this is a weird week, and I did not mean to do this on here. I haven't filmed anything, so I guess whatever, I'll just talk about it. But I was just speaking with a friend about marriage and kids and the difficulties, and so it's on my mind, and this has been on my mind. This never has not been on my mind, but we're down to the countdown, and it's really kind of hitting home. This is like our one shot. This is our one shot for our family to stay a family unit. And I just want more than anything for my son to have his like family unit. And you know, it's sad. I'm really sad that we couldn't make things work, or we haven't been able to make things work. And I really want for these girls to have like a family unit too. It's just not working. So, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at this week. Things are just a little off with me because it's Wednesday and she's leaving on Sunday. And my mother-in-law will be here in less than 48 hours. And it's one of those trips, like, I am normally, when my mother-in-law is coming, like, absolutely nuts. I love her so much, and I love when she's around. And I would normally be, like, so excited to see her. But this isn't, like, a trip like that. And so I'm like, I want to do stuff with her while she's here. Because she's only here for, like, not even 2 full days. I want to do stuff with her, but I don't know if she's in that mindset. Like, I don't know what her mindset is. I haven't really talked to her much. Philip and I don't talk about much of anything these days. I have y'all to talk to. I'm talking to my camera like an absolute crazy person. But, so I'm like, what's this trip going to be like? Is it going to be good at all? Like, is it any of it going to be good? I hope so, because, I mean, I don't know when we're going to get to see her again. It certainly won't be this summer, probably. I mean, I know it won't, which makes me sad. So, and I want Grayson to spend as much good time with his grandma as he can, because he doesn't get to see her very often, which is, like, devastating to me. And the same for Zoe. Zoe's older, and, you know, when you get older, you, like, want to do your own thing, but like, I know she was really looking forward to seeing her grandmother too. So I don't know. If y'all are praying people, just put us in your thoughts this summer. Put a Trista in your thoughts too, that this is a good situation for her. in either direction, whether it be she stays with someone else and that's a good future for her, or she gets it together this summer and comes back and like things are better. So I don't care. I mean, I do right this minute. I do care. I want her to stay. I want her to stay with someone else. Just because I know what I've tried and I know what I've done and I know that nothing's worked and I know that it's just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse, and I don't see anything working, but we'll give this a shot. I don't know. I've jabbered on for the longest time. Grayson's ready for bed. I gotta go in. But I'm gonna end this here. Sorry for the ramble. Sorry for the negative ramble. It really was a great day. It's just this stuff has been on my mind a lot. So, see you tomorrow.